Welcome back, art students. So I'm getting really far on my coil vessel, and you can see I painted it this cool looking shiny copper color on the outside. I did the whole thing. On the inside, I'm doing this metallic silver, and I recommend it when you paint the inside, reach way down very carefully, and you're going to want to try your absolute best, like before, get those bristles down into the cracks and crevices the best you can. Honestly, it's not going to be perfect, but just do the best you can. Try to get that paint in there. It's really tricky. Reach down in there and get those cracks. You can kind of see it would be easy to miss the cracks if you just painted like this, but I want you to reach down and get inside of those crevices the best you can. You might have to turn your arm and turn your pot in order to make that happen, and reach in from a new, different angle. Painting a 3D surface is actually kind of hard, harder than it looks. Maybe that's something that you're coming out to find. And it actually does take up a lot of paint. It might not look like it's a very big pot, but because it's a 3D surface, there's a lot of actual surface to consider. So that's why it's taking us a while. And take a while you should. Take your time. Do a good job. And as I'm painting, I'm kind of thinking, what can I do to incorporate my other colors? I have copper on the outside. I chose to do silver on the inside. And like I said, you can paint yours any way you want. And you don't have to do solid colors. If you want to paint patterns, you could paint patterns. If you want to paint a theme, you could paint a theme. If you want to paint a flower, a heart, a sun, all kinds of cool things you could put on your coil vessel. Okay. And I'm almost done painting the inside. The inside is probably the hardest part to paint, honestly. So I don't expect it to be perfect in there, but if you can do a good job really going over it, really looking for those crevices, I think that'll be good enough. Okay, so I painted the inside, painted the outside, okay? Then what we're going to do, I think I'm going to try out my gold color. Ooh, the gold, the gold, the gold. Why do I like the gold so much? I don't know. Let's dip into some gold. I'm gonna put some gold on the coily circle spiral parts. Oh, and I like that. I love how they layer together. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh my goodness, I'm just loving this. This is so cool. And I'm going to try to keep it specific to my spirals, just to keep this a very interesting detail. Now I'm using a flat-edged brush. If you want to use a rounded-edged brush, you can. I want you to grab whatever your instincts is telling you to grab to use for your paintbrush. I am really enjoying this. This is such a cool art project. Oh my goodness. Yes. So much fun. This metallic paint definitely has an interesting smell to it, I might say. Okay, I'm almost done here with my circle parts. And I think that's good. Okay. Now I'm going to try and incorporate some of that aqua teal color. I don't know if you knew this, but if copper gets rusty, it creates an effect called patina. And patina turns into this really aqua color. So if you left copper out in the rain and got really rusty, eventually you'd start seeing some of this aqua color. So I'm gonna try to put some of that on there. And I'm gonna actually make it look like it's actually doing its thing. I'm going to come around and I'm just going to braise my brush and do what's called a dry brushing technique so that it looks like it's patina and it's starting to rust and it's starting to get old. In order to do that, you need just a little bit on your brush. And you just kind of wipe it across your product. Let the dry brush do all the work for you. Some areas might have more than others. Some areas might have none at all. And you don't have to do this. This is just a really cool effect that I really enjoy. I think it's so cool. And I think once my gold finally dries, I might try to do a similar effect with my silver over it. I always found it so fascinating. I don't know why, but why does the copper turn into this beautiful turquoise blue? I'm just so fascinated by it. Some of the older fashioned pennies, it actually happens to some pennies. Okay, and I'm just gonna finish painting this, and then I will show you in the next video my finalized, completed product. I'll show you. I can't wait to show you. I'll see you there. I'll be waiting.